What's up, guys? So if you're like me and you're interested in underwater metal detecting, I want to give you guys some tips on how to underwater metal detect. So let's start with my top things on how to make your underwater metal hunting experience excellent. Let's begin. All right, so my very first tip is when you're underwater metal detecting, you want to be always thinking like a grid. You don't want to be traversing in the water, going up and down against the beach. You want to be going parallel with the beach. Why? It's very easy to understand where you are in relation to the beach and to the water, so it's easy to track where you've been and where you're going. But if you start going at the beach back and forth, it's really easy to get lost and confused. You're just going to waste time. You might either repeat the same area or you might miss an area with a lot of good targets.
So to illustrate my point, if you are traveling parallel to the beach, more or less, you know you're traveling in a straight line. If you're traveling directly at the beach, it's very difficult to travel in a straight line. And turning around back, there's no way you'll be able to cover directly left or right of where you just were.
So my next tip for you guys is distance from the ground. I have given this to friends, and the big problem is everybody goes like this. They don't understand. The range on this is probably about 4 inches, right? So it's about this much. If you're up here, you're going to be targeting whatever's on the surface. Whatever's on the surface you would see anyway. You got to make sure that as you're scanning the seabed or the ocean bed, that you're just touching it very lightly. You don't need to dig in. You don't need to go deep under. Just surface scan, but you got to touch it. Almost like you're putting butter on bread.
So remember, your detector will only scan down to about 4 inches for small things like coins and rings and maybe bracelets.
And another tip regarding how to actually move the metal detector. So you want to pretend you're making a rainbow. I know it sounds kind of weird, but think about it this way. When you're in the water and you're snorkeling and you're basically on top like this, the best way to move is this way. You're covering as much as possible left and right as you're moving forward. So think like you're making a rainbow.
So to sum up everything, stay parallel to the beach so that you can try to go in as straight a line as possible. Keep the detector as low to the ground as possible so that you can use that depth of about 4 inches, and swing the detector left and right like you're making a rainbow. With these tips, you will definitely find good treasure.